Namaste and Assalamu Alaikum. This is MERADES. MERADES, which means my country, is a show that explores the talents of individuals from Southeast Asian communities, my community, such as countries like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan. Dr. Anil Shah is a cardiologist who currently resides in Anaheim Hills and is responsible for owning 40% of all the beds in Orange County. For more on the exclusive, here's Ravi and Pooja Patel.
Namaste. Welcome back. Welcome back to MERADES. We are your hosts, Pooja Patel and Ravi Chand. MERADES is a show that highlights and recognizes Indians in America.
Today on our show, we have Dr. Anil Shah, very well-known cardiologist and businessman in Orange County, California. Namaste, Dr. Shah. How are you doing today?
Namaste, Pooja. Namaste, Ravi.
Namaste.
How are you?
Very good. It's a bright and sunny day today.
A wonderful climate.
Tell our audience a little about your professional life and your educational background.
I came from Bombay in 1978. I did my MD from Bombay University. I came to UCLA in a fellowship in cardiology. I spent 5 years there, and then I came into practice in Orange County, California after that. So I did my boards in internal medicine in this country and boards in cardiology. And eventually, obviously, as in this country, you have to do continuous education. And this profession has changed so much over the last 25 years with new innovations in interventional cardiology, which is angioplasties and stents, new procedures in nuclear cardiology, in CT angiography, MR angiography, electrophysiology. So you always want to innovate yourself and keep abreast of the latest. So I've done interventional cardiology fellowship as well as training, and I'm a fellow of the Society of Cardiovascular Angiographers and Interventionalists also.
Okay.
Well, tell us a little bit about your journey to the U.S., how you achieved your American dream, is what they call it.
Well, I was in Bombay, and most of my friends came here after MBBS training. But I did my MD in Bombay, and then I came to California. I was lucky I got a position straight away at UCLA. I was asked to do a residency program, but I convinced my seniors at UCLA that as I've done my training in internal medicine in India, and I was a tutor in medicine in Bombay, I would like to go straight for a fellowship program in cardiology. So they interviewed me, they tested me, and I fortunately did not have to do a residency program at that time, even though it was very difficult. I think I was one of the rare students who could go straight into a fellowship program. And I did 5 years of fellowship in cardiology and nuclear cardiology at that time.
So, you are a successful cardiologist. So tell us the business side of Mr. Shah. What got you started in the healthcare industry?
Well, my family are cardiologists. My father was a very well-known cardiologist in Bombay. I have a brother who was also a professor of cardiology in Bombay. And cardiology was just flowing through my veins, through my blood. So even though I wanted to go away from the shadows of my family profession, eventually I ended up in cardiology, and that's what I wanted to do. So I love the profession, and it's been it's just great. You can help people have a very nice living. You're always in the forefront, and your mind is always occupied and new things going on, so you're always innovative, and you're not bored doing the same thing over and over again, because every patient is a new patient, every procedure is a new procedure, and there are always variations in what you do. So when you help people, time just flies. And it's now been about over 25 years that I've been in practice in cardiology, and it's been a very successful life for me. I thank God for that.
So what about the business side of you?
Well, business obviously comes as the time goes by, and I initially was in practice, and as soon as I learned in practice, it was a very successful practice, always busy. And then as opportunities come by, you try to seize those opportunities if you can. And what came by to me lately was to buy some hospitals in Orange County. So with some of my friends, I founded the company. I negotiated the buying of 5 hospitals from Tenet Healthcare, and we bought those 5 hospitals in Orange County. These hospitals serve about 1.5 to 2 million population in Orange County, California. They're in the middle of Orange County, and they're a trauma center. There are 2 hospitals which have bypass facilities. We do kidney transplants. There's a burn center, some centers of excellence in bariatric surgery, in ENT, cancer, psychiatry, OBGYN, all the garden variety medicine that we practice. So we've got 2,700 employees and 1,400 doctors and staff. And I negotiated this purchase with Tenet. I started alone, and then I invited my friends to join me. And it was a big struggle to start with, but we were successful in getting them, and we bid against 7 other bidders, but we were finally successful in getting them. So our revenues are about $360 million a year, about $1 million a day. We're not as yet fully profitable, but we are getting there.
Great. I mean, I just noticed that you mentioned about struggles. What were the common challenges you faced when you started your business?
Well, first of all, obviously the healthcare industry in America is in a flux. It's very competitive. The payment systems are mandated and controlled by the government as well as by the insurance industry. And as a result, many hospitals in America are losing money. The overall last year, the hospitals in America made about $26 billion in net profit. But these are the successful ones. But there are a whole host of hospitals that are not successful also. And many of these hospitals have closed over the years. And as the hospitals have closed, there have been regrouping of the hospitals, and you have to take the challenges and be innovative and progressive and just take them. So when we bought the hospitals, our hospitals were losing $40 million a year. And that was a significant problem. So we had to obviously in a hurry make changes in our hospital system, which we did. And over the next several months, our losses went down considerably. Individual hospitals are now making money, but after you look at the interest costs and the working capital costs, as well as the corporate overhead costs, we still are not breaking even, but we are going to achieve that very shortly.
Good luck.
Thank you. We also are publicly traded, so that's a different model. And because we are publicly traded, we have our own issues of Sarbanes-Oxley and costs of compliance, governance, which has to be maintained. And it's a board, and we are independent board members. There's a lot of diplomacy and conviction and convincing that's going on to make the changes that are required. So it's a complete different set from having a private business of your own where you're the boss. But here we have to be sure that the physicians are carried forward, the community is taken care of, the administration is taken care of. At the same time, we have to keep our eyes on the bottom line.
Okay.